Y'all, I feel so embarrassed. This whole time I never filmed an intro for this video because I was focused on, okay, let's get into my creative bag with this. Like, let's start playing into makeup type of shit. Baby didn't even bother filming an intro. I was like, this is how I felt about the product and like some of this. Now, there were certain shades I did not play with. I'm gonna let you know right now. There's actually, let's see. Let us see. Holy shit. Out of this whole entire palette, there's only 2 shades I can say that I did not play with. And that is Shadow Vert Universe and Dark Matter. Oh my gosh, look at me working. But literally, I'm gonna let y'all know right now. Okay, look at, first of all, the artwork. Go crazy, right? And also, like, this is just, oh, so beautiful. And you can tell I've been using it to death because, like, already, like, when it comes to like the dark Dreamscape, it has like some kind of, you know, hollow for the words and stuff. Baby, the D is a little faded out, child. That's crazy. And I haven't even had this for like a whole month. I got this last year. However, I just started using it this month in January. So if I had if I had used this last year, this would have been part of my ranking video. But it did not make it into, and high key, it definitely would have gone to like the top 10s because just color story alone, of course, the formula alone, bro, like, look. And I'm gonna let you, if I haven't mentioned it, listen, I'm kind of tired right now, but like, there's 3 special shades that I personally love, and that's Vecna, which is like, it's showing up like a nice dark purple, like to this, but like, from my angle, it's like a deep, spoiled blood red. That's the best one, and it's so gorgeous. Like, oh, you don't see the flip, like, oh my god, bitch. And then, you got Parallel Dimension. I feel like I need to find a dupe for this because I feel like I'm going to be hitting pan on it, you know, the more I use it. And then Astral Projection. I also need to find, I feel like these 3, I need them as singles. Like, luckily it's, you know, part of the palette, but like, I don't want to buy a whole palette again just to get those 3 shades. So if we can find a dupe for these, that'd be great. Like, so Vecna, like I said, you see how dark purple it is, but then you see on my side is like a nice reddish color. You kind of see it here, but it's so nice. Then you got Parallel Dimension, which is like, it's literally the perfect shade to incorporate both sides of the mirror, you know, where it's like purple, I see blue, I see orange. It's just a nice special shade that pulls the entire palette together. I need this as an individual shade, and I don't know where to find it, but if y'all got dupes, let me know. Also, Astral Projection. It's flaky, but like I said, it kind of fits with the blue, depending on where you look at it. And I mostly see it head on as purple with a slight blue shift. But it's so pretty, and it kind of has like, it's one of those shades where it's not an iridescent shade, but it's close to an iridescent shade, where if you just pop it on top of certain shades, it's going to transform the shade. I need that, okay, ASAP. And also, what else? Surprisingly, I did like the hollow for the second look. But like, these are just basic shimmers that you could just pop in the corner depending on what you're doing. Like, all in all, I'm gonna put in the swatches right here. Y'all enjoy the video. Oh my god, it's so high key. Since I had to remind myself to, but this year put it into the ranking. Perfection. All right, so this is look 1. As you can see, I'm loving it. Okay, so obviously we're using this palette today, but before, let's get into my base. I used, let's see, for my primer, I used the e.l.f. matte pro grip. Like, I'm trying to use that up so I can find something else. because like I said, moving forward, outfit is looking a little different, okay? And then after I let it, you know, dry down on my face, I use the e.l.f. Halo Glow all over my face in the shade 510. If you already have it, use it. So I use that all over. Then I went over with the kimchi foundation in the shade 127 MD. I must say, it's nice. It's looking nice, child. Then for my obviously my bronzer slash, you know, contour, I used the shade 7 from Juvia's Place concealer. And to set it, I did use the Juvia's Place bronzer duo in the tan shade. I used both of them. I used the darker parts on the outer bits and a little mix of the dark and the light on the inside them cheeks, okay? And for my for my concealers today, I did use all 3 of the kimchi concealers I bought. I only see 2 in front of me. That's because you can't see what's at my, oh, found it. Can't see without my glasses. So I use all 3 on my face. So for all over the face, I did use, which one is this? This is the shade Light Tan. I did go overboard with my bronzer, so I use a little bit over here, a little bit here, center part around here in my forehead. Then I went in, again, not over here, but like I went in on my, like the center part of my face, like my forehead, my under eye, and, you know, right here, and a little bit over here with like a little tiny bit of, what is it, sand, you know? And for a bright, because I wanted a bright under eye today, I went in with the solid white, just on the inner corners, just a little tiny bit. And then that's when I used, and because of the blush I'm using today, I used grape soda from Danessa Myricks. And I use the Kimchi Puff Puff Pass in the shade pink, because, you know, the blush and everything. So, look at this look. And that's what I used to set underneath. I did set some down because I hadn't used Bella Beaute Bar in a while since, like, I did those videos. Except for, like, you know, maybe, like, a few purple shades here and there from my Ultraviolet, duh. But this is a new to my collection. Plus, I got a few single shades the last time. I got 3 out of the 4 single shades from the new Pour collaboration that she did with Bella Beaute Bar. But, you know, I'm not going to use it in this video. This is mostly focused on this, okay? But let me tell you something. So I use grape soda on my face. I had yet to decide what highlighter I want to use because I'm going to finish that off camera. For my lippy, I did use 2 liners. I used the Juvia's Place Longwear Scorpio liner, like buffed around, and then for more detail, like a smidge darker around the edges, I used the which is it? The Velour lip liner 89's Fine with Danny Dockerwitz, and I just used that on the edges, like literally on the edge over that blended out shade. And I went in with Guava Berry from Juvia's Place. And this is part of their Pink Smoothies lip gloss line. And I feel like it has just enough tone of purple in it to go with this look. So, and I cannot wait. And of course for my eyebrows, Anastasia did dark brown. And this random eyebrow pencil in B medium brown. I don't know. Wait, Floret, whoever this brand is, it was part of the C Beauty free gifty that I got. So we use that too. I'm not feeling how this eyebrow is, but I'm loving it. This blush is just so And on this eye, after I was done with this eye, I did use the that white powder a little bit underneath here. So just for a little bit, I feel like I should go in a little bit more, but I'm scared of flashback. I mean, I didn't get that much flashback, but we'll see. Now we can focus on the eyes. This is going to be a semi-silent tutorial for the inspo for this eye look. Look no further than Kobe. Okay, this is the eye look that I was going for, but with this color scheme. If you want to see me do like a whole face tutorial, go to my TikTok, to be honest with you. But yeah, girl, let's get into my eye bases. I use a white base plus, where see, this be the problem when you're semi-blind. I can't see. Oh, found it. Oh, and I forgot, all over my face I use the what is it, the Black Radiance finishing powder, you know, creamy bronze. That's been my go-to because it was looking just a teeny bit crazy, but like just a little bit all over the face, including the blush to like set, you know. So I'm gonna go in with a white eye base, and I'm gonna use the About Face Morning Glory all over. I haven't used About Face in a hot minute. I got every shade, I believe. So let me use it up real quick. Got my white base on and use quite a bit of this, to be honest with you. See, nice and pastel-like. Perfect for these colors. So, I want to apologize for that scream. thank God, not a single eyeshadow broken. Hallelujah. I dropped my eyeshadow palette. Bro. I'm traumatized. I'm traumatized from last year. Okay, it wasn't this brand. It was another brand that I dropped on camera. And I was pissed. I was so pissed, y'all. Okay, now that we've calmed down, children, we are going to use this big old fluffy brush from Just Up. This is the Mule 07. And I'm just going to go in. What shade did I use first? So, on the inner corner, I use the shade Coexist. Okay? I'm just going to fluff it up to the eyebrows, child. Literally. Then you're gonna go into the shade Prison World, okay? And on the outer bit, like all over, like literally. And it's okay if it goes into the blush, because, you know, we're trying to, you know, a nice blend into the blush, you know? Sorry, y'all, I've been sick since last weekend, which is why I hadn't been able to, like, film. Like, I posted my videos, not Vlogmas accidentally, but, like, you know, pretty much, like, batch edit and posted all this stuff, because I wanted those videos off my phone, for real. Okay. And of course, get whatever curly lashes in your eye out. Okay, boom. And I didn't want snot all over, you know, my videos. Ew. So then we're gonna go in with, if I'm choosing the right brush, something like this. Okay, like that, kind of fluffy. Then whatever brush that you have in your arsenal that's like that. It's a blending brush from Elf, but it's kind of pinched. So use what brushes you got that's similar to that. And on the, so we use Coexist on here, out here, Prison World. We're kind of going into the darker colors. So I'm gonna go a shade below that, called Subconscious, on the inner corner, and kind of go up, because we did blend all the way out here. That's what I want, okay? Because ooh, see how that thing just, you can of course tap it in and then blend. Ugh, that's such a nice shade. And of course, stop at the halfway point. Stop right there in the corner. See? Boom. And because of the shape of the brush, it kind of does the blending for you, to be honest with you. So, boom. It's so nice. Okay. And then, should I go into Prison? I'm going to go into the shade Nightmare Realm right here. Okay, just on the tip. And then I'm going to bring it out, okay? Like, really bring it out. Oh. I forgot to kind of bring the eyeshadow down here. So same brush from the bigger one, going to say Prison World, and bring it towards the under eye. Nightmare Realm on this brush again, because by this point you already got most of the pigment out from the other shade Subconscious, and you're just gonna right there, like out, bring it out. Of course, most of the blending is going to be done by the brush anyway, so just kind of tap in place where it needs to, depending on the shape. I'm kind of going for a more circular motion, and of course down here, a little bit down here. Flip it to the side so it can kind of blend. So instead of like this, nice. Boom, 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 cack, kedum, bow. Kind of blend those two together, please, especially in the middle. So that's it for those. And I'm going into the shade. I literally use almost every shade except for the orange one. Crazy, right? So what I'm gonna do is go into the shade Void. And which one did I use? I did use some like this. Oops, sorry, to create a kind of shade. Well, trying to follow the crease. So on the tip of the brush, going in. And that's why I wanted everything blown out, because everything is going up. Oopsie doodle. Before I even do that, yikes, I on this side, I did it too soon. So I meant to, like, on the same, whoopsie, on this brush, go into the shade Decay, just a little tiny bit of Decay, like one time. And literally, like, right there. So Decay meeting into Nightmare Realm. Okay, my bad. Oh my gosh, yikes. That would have been so awkward, child. Just a little bit, but that's going to be a little bit lower, duh. And that's it. That's it on the inner corner. Now you can go into the shade Void, and with the tip of it, let me get this cat hair off. Tip of it, I'm gonna follow your crease high above so you can still see, you know. You see how Void just transforms between the different colors of what you did before? Because I feel like on this side is pulling more of the purple. This one is more like, this side is going to look a little bit even darker. Like on almost black purple, depending on the base. So that's just something I observed. Okay. And I'm bringing it out, child. Because I want to a bit more of a circular motion instead of a cat eye. Like I don't know, maybe because it's the shape of my eyes, I kind of naturally lean into like a cat eye look by accident. And I'm kind of digging into it, you know, into that white space a little bit, even though it will be. And the reason why I do that is, despite me going in with another shade later on, I still want that shade Void to be going into it, because the next shade I'm going to use on top of it is going to pull more of that purple shade. And if you have the palette, you probably know what I'm talking about. Now that I got that done, time to cut the crease. You're going to take your favorite product to cut your crease, preferably a white base. And you could use micellar water. Should I use micellar water on this side? I didn't use it on this side. You know what? I'm not going to do that. Let's not do that. I already have my stuff on the palette. And I think my eyeliner is still moist. I'll show you how I got this. But I'm just going to cut my crease with the eye base that I had, and make sure that I can still see it. Okay, let's zoom in a little bit closer so I can see without my glasses, you know. Let's start with right here is where I kind of want it to be. For the fun bit. Okay, we're gonna go back in. I did use something smaller, like this brush right here. This is the L03 from the Blend Bunny and Lens collaboration, and we're just gonna go back into Void, just a little tiny bit, and like diagonal. Okay, everything going diagonal, and tap it in on the edges because I want some kind of base. I think I use a fluffier brush. I know it's crazy, right? I'm gonna go dip into the shade Portal and Psychokinetic. Mix those two together, okay? Mix those two together and kind of blend in diagonally, okay? You see how it's just a hint of it? Yeah, that's what we want. You're gonna overlap it a little bit, okay? You want a 50-50 of this joint right here, okay? That's it. And I think I lost a little bit of void, so with a fluffy brush, just a little tiny bit, one dip. Well, enough for you to see it on your brush. Tap, and then like literally blend into the outer parts. Just a little tiny bit, like and like tap in. And go back in with that mixture of Portal and Psychokinetic. Mix those two up, okay, and boom. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, boom. You're gonna go into the shade Wormhole. I didn't use Supernatural. I just wanted something super light. So the shade Wormhole, and literally blend into that pink, including whatever is missing in the white part. Yeah, you're gonna have to blend that joint in. And for the bottom, let me see if I remember. I think I used, I used Subconscious and Coexist to like kind of blend out the bottom bit. So hold on, let me just clean up this brush with your microfiber and get as close with Subconscious as possible right here. On the other halfway part, as you can see, there you get, blend it out. And then after, with a clean brush with your microfiber, you're gonna go back in with the shade Coexist, and that's gonna be blended out down here. And I'm just gonna right here on the side. That's it for all the mattes except for one. I'm gonna show you real quick. But for the shimmers, we're gonna, on the outer edge, we're gonna use the shade Vecna. Vecna. As you can see, look how beautiful Vecna is. But like when you turn it, it's like some kind of super dark, spoiled blood red. And I love that color, you know? So Vecna is gonna go on the outer edges. I'm gonna use, hold on, I'm gonna keep these brushes out my dang on way. I'm gonna use this, no primer. I'm gonna use this Vecna. And I feel like this brush from Blend Bunny / Blends Makeup L05, it picks up plenty. Okay, now I'm not sure it's gonna work with all the other shimmers because some of them are flaky, but it picks up just enough. So literally on the outer edge, leaning into, see, I don't know if y'all can see, but on here I can see that red. And I'm gonna like, all right, yeah. Like literally. And you know what I realized on this side, I only used 2 shimmers for the whole look, but I might as well try a little bit of Night Terror on top of that pinkish purple shade that we did. But it's so flaky, my God. I might regret this. Okay. Right on top. Ooh, hold up now. Diagonal, okay? Diagonal. Oh my God. Okay, I don't regret it. So yeah, go in with Night Terror right next to Vecna and right on top of that pink. Okay, it's just gonna enhance it for real. So let me do the same thing over here because I already got the other shimmer down, but there's just a little bit of Night Terror. It just just something to my honey. Child, my bonnet is like slipping and sliding. Let me just fix my cute little cat ones. I want to go back to the Etsy shop. I'm gonna remind myself to put the link. Hopefully it's still available, but she got other ones too. I want to go for the bunny rabbit one and the bear. She got a bear one too, a brown one. So I definitely will go back for more bonnets when I get the chance. Let's see. Oh yeah, then I went to Astral Projection all over the lid, like literally blending into the other ones. So same brush, and we're gonna put that all over the lid. Oh, it's so pretty. Sorry. And of course, it's fine if it blends into. You know, we're just gonna layer shit, okay? Layer that joint over. So pretty, bro. Like astral projection might be one of my favorite shades, right next to parallel dimension, but I hadn't used that yet on the eye. I swatched it. Sorry, let me just put a little bit more. I just want some more. Like I feel like it's transparent just enough where you can see whatever color you put underneath. It is a little bit emollient. I do notice that. Okay, but mm, mm. That's it for any and all shimmers. Let me take off whatever fallout happened from that. Hold on, just okay. So now for the fun bit, we are going to make our own eyeliner. Yay! You're gonna use your favorite mixing medium. That's good with powders because I got two. Well, technically the three, but mostly two. I'm using the AOA Studio waterproof eye makeup seal, and I do have. Hold on, which one is this? I actually have the Myron mixing liquid as well, this big old one. But the only reason why I hadn't used it yet is because I need to look for droppers because I don't trust myself to not pour too much. Like, I'm scared. Like, maybe if I put it in the cap first and then a little doop, but I don't trust it. It's not, like, maybe if I, like, buy some, like, bottles like this and, like, pour it in, I could trust it. But for now, or, like, a dropper cap instead, for now, I don't trust myself. But this, if you have this, you could also use this to transform anything you want into an eyeliner. Problem with this, but you know what? I haven't tried this enough. But this be lasting, child. This dries down matte. Like, I still have this swatch right here, baby. Don't move. And that's the shade Decay right there. It's not moving, honey. And that's just with one drop. So I still have some moisture on here. I'm just gonna do like one, like maybe half a drop or something. Just enough to like, because it's drying down on my palette. One. And then you're gonna take your favorite scraping tool and you're gonna go into that shade Decay as your eyeliner. That's what I use over here, okay? So that's why you can see that little scratch point. This is, makeup is so fun. Makeup is so fun, bro. Now, what did I use to scratch it up? I use like tail end of a raccoon I barely use. So you're literally gonna scrape what you can from Decay and like, boom. I feel like this should be enough, right? Whatever I could get. I feel like that's enough. Because you want a nice 1-to-1 ratio from this one little drop. So let me, and just let that shit dry. It takes a little bit longer to dry down, but once it's dry, it's not moving, honey. It's not fucking moving. Where's my liner that I used? Oh, take your favorite liner. Of course, this is from the Lens slash Glisten, you know, thing. This is the L3 that I used, and I'm just gonna literally use this as my liner today. You know what? Let me use this more mirror because I need to see. And I kind of want to do a circular motion. So that's why I'm kind of... And I do have like some kind of flap over here. So for now, let me just close my eyes just a little bit so I can get in between them. I haven't tried it with some shimmers. I need to play with the mixing liquid when it comes for different shimmers. Maybe flakies or something. I don't know. But, or some of my loose pigments. I should try it one day with my loose pigments. But, like, sometimes there'll be some multi-chromes in, like, these palettes that I want to, like, see if I can mix with. Like, I noticed that if it's I tried it before. Not with, the AOA one. But, like, with this one. I tried to use it with, like, a certain shimmer. But I noticed that the shimmer is, like, whatever, emollient, I guess. It's not like a drier formula, you know? So it didn't work out. It did not work out in the slightest. So I guess this would, like, those mixing liquids will work for, like, drier formulas. That's just my honest opinion. But I need to practice some more, you know? Before I could make a concrete, you know, thing. See, already it's drying on the brush. I'm over here doing too much yapping. And it's drying on my palette. I'm going into uncharted territory and putting it on my waterline. Wish me luck, y'all. Maybe not too close, because it's leaking. It's leaking into my eye. Never mind. I just see it's like a film over my eye. Let's not do that, okay? Never mind that. We're done. We're done. We're done. You're gonna put your figure lash on and you're done. Hold on. Oh gosh. Now kind of went all over the place over here. Listen. We're just gonna use the eyeshadow to cover that shit up. Okay. I don't know what highlighter to put on. Okay, I got three, well, technically several options. All of them are from Endeavor Room Cosmetics. I was about to go with blend, but I was like, nah, let me try some. So I got these palettes. It's both the highlight and, you know, the eyeshadow palette, and I got the highlighter Moonbrow. I don't know which one to use. I did do swatches. Okay, so I'm thinking about Splash, right? Oh, Splash is let me just tap it off with my finger. So this is Splash from the Dewdrop palette 1. Let me put that on top. Kind of spread it out so that way it's like you can see the effect. Oh, child. It kind of looks crazy. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit, of course, duh. Then let's see, and then ooh, la la. So then you got Droplet, right? Let's see how Droplet looks. And oh, wait a minute now. Droplet is from, of course, the Dewdrops Part 2. I don't know, maybe Droplet. Maybe Droplet. Oh my gosh. Okay, and then you got Raindrop. You know, I feel like Raindrop is just a plain silver, actually. Yeah, Raindrop looks like a plain silver-ish. You know, very chunky-ish. I'm not feeling Raindrop. Yeah, Raindrop, nah. You know, you can get a little sparkle here and there, right? That was it, right? And then there's Dew. Dew has like a purple to like kind of greenish base, but I'm kind of scared that it's not going to pop up. Ooh. Wait a minute now. Hold up now. It's coming off more blue on my skin tone, but you know, I'm putting it on top of the blush. Well, more greenish on camera, and also from this distance and from this side, I'm seeing more blue. And then I feel like a good option would be, hold on, Moonbrow, because it's like a rainbow highlighter, but like with a tan base. Let's see that. Ooh, I'm liking how Moonbrow looks on me. Wait a minute, hold on. Ooh. Okay, hold on. Give me, hold on. Let's flip the camera around, okay? All right, y'all. So these are the highlighters. Let me try to turn down the exposure so y'all can like see what I'm talking about. Ooh. See, this is Moonbrow. Moonbrow, oh, it's calling to me. But, oh my God. I don't know, man. I don't know. Ooh. See, 3 is not even an option because it's too chunky and too mostly silver based. And I guess depending on the base, this second to last shade, because it's look purple in the pan with like a green shift on top, but like I'm seeing mostly green. But this one, oh yeah. That second to last, the second row, oh my God, yes. I'm gonna have to go with the second one. Let's go with the second one. So I did use the shade Droplet. Look at this shade. Bitch, this is crazy. Look at this eye look. And this half make lash. Bam. Damn. Oh, I have to call my sister immediately. This eye look eats. I love it so much. I love you, Tay-Bar. These indie brands they just be killing it each and every single time. Bro, like just, I'll insert some pictures. I have to. Hey, you guys, so this is what look 2. Listen, I filmed this out of order, so yeah. This is look 2 with the Dreamscape palette. It's been a while since I last filmed, but let me tell you something. Things were going well until I started to do the eyeliner at the bottom. It's always, I just need to get used to it. That's what it is, but like, oh my God. But I got my base down. It's the Danessa Myricks Color Fix Oasis. It's a nice pastel blue. I actually really love this blue. And I feel like blue just brings out. I just had to say, when I meant bring out the blue in my hair, I don't know if you can tell from this lighting, but in the sunlight, it's a dark navy color. In fact, from the last look, you can see more of that blue color. It looks cobalt blue on camera from the previous look, but it's actually the same hair dye mixed with a little bit of black, just a touch of black. But this was the original blue that I originally wanted. My hair color. So we're just gonna play with the bottom half of this palette, to be honest with you. That's all I really want to do. Hold on, let me take a little bit here and like, oh yeah, that's just transforms everything, huh? Okay, make that 2 shimmers, and only mess with like technically 3 shimmers. I got like 3 shimmers on the eye. So let's put the inspo right here. That's what I'm doing. Please go follow him on TikTok and on Instagram, Kobe. Anyways, so obviously we're gonna go with the bottom half. You're gonna need a lot of detail, small brushes, but to be honest with you, I'm kind of in a rush, so it might be a silent tutorial, okay? But see how we're gonna go in. I'm actually, you know what? Let me go in with a lighter brush first. This time around, I'm going in with a super small detail brush. That's the liner, and going to that shade Void. And I'm literally gonna go right here. So here, and kind of make a cat eye going out into the blush. High above. And I was gonna do a whole liner thing with Void, the same thing that I did with Decay, but I was like, nah, I'm not really in the mood for that right now. And I kind of took it far out. So everything else is going to be, of course, on top of Void, you're gonna go in with Decay. Then on top of Decay, you're gonna go with Subconscious and Coexist. The brush is gonna get bigger and bigger, but I will say, and then you got to go back in with those same colors to make it more vibrant. So that way, you know, you're not going back and forth. So I suggest start little and then go back in to intensify those colors with those same brushes. So, y'all, that's just what I would say. See the difficulties of having no glasses on. Again, Decay and really kind of above, but like slightly overlapping Void. That's what we're going to do with each shade. We're not going to touch the blues yet, to be honest with you. And literally follow the path. Follow the fruity pebbles for the cutie chase that shows. Where's the Lucky Charms? I don't know, child. It's been a while. It's been a while since I've heard that phrase, to be honest with you. As you can see, I see it, but I feel like on camera you won't be able to see Void. That's why you got to go back in with those colors. So I'm going to try to quickly go through this, because I got some place to be. This is my last day off, and I'm trying to get what I want. Especially during my birthday month. Oh no, honey, I'm gonna get my shit. And flick the bean. I suggest having a dedicated cup for whatever brushes that you're gonna use. I'm gonna use this next. No. Subconscious. Again, overlapping. Take the faux off a little bit and like overlap that joint. And then, which one was it? Coexist. Again, the brush slightly gets bigger. I'm going to lightly buff it on top of the previous shade. I'm going to repeat the process to intensify it. That's it. I feel like they could do better with the pastels in this palette. But that's just my humble opinion, you know? Ooh. Yeah. And I'm gonna pause, re-intensify it, and then we're gonna move on to the next step. Okay, now that we're done, the only time that you're gonna go in with a bigger brush, and for the most part on the outer bits, inner corners and stuff, I'm gonna go in with Supernatural, and then on the center is Wormhole. One side with Supernatural, and don't be afraid. so nice. And then flip. Oopsie. Go into the shade Wormhole, and the pastels are really light here, and I feel like she could do, I mean, I've seen her pastels. It can be a little bit better. It's very nice. And I'm trying to stick to only this palette because I kind of want to go into the pastel garden and pick a blue from there. But I feel like it works for this. And of course, overlap some of it into here. Boom. Bada ba boop. Bow. That's it for the blues so far. Okay, and then time for this inner stuff. Most of this you're going to be, and of course, on top of small detail brush, you're going to use a microfiber brush because you're going to be using some of the same stuff over again in case you have multiple of the same stuff. I know I have multiple of the same brushes, but I'm too lazy. Sometimes I accidentally pick up the same brushes, like oopsies. And you're going to do like a curvature. And I'm going to start with, of course, with Void, of course. And it's kind of like a teardrop going up. So brush that you wiped off, kind of follow the lane, except for you're only going to use 2 colors within here, and that's Decay and Subconscious. On the tip, I suggest, and then follow. Then Subconscious, a little bit of Subconscious. All right, okay. You can see some of the ombre. Feel free to go back over it, and I will, but not now. I'm gonna go in with a liner a bit later. And in the meantime, time to get your micellar water and a Q-tip, preferably the pointy ones. That's the best way you can do it. And you're gonna soak up both sides. You're gonna suck up both sides of the Q-tip. Make sure it's nice and shaken up. Oopsie. Make sure it's nice and pointy. And you're gonna dig in, starting with the outside one, because kind of going swoop on up. Boom. And then the inside here should be easy. Okay. That's enough. I feel like this side was better than this side of what I did, but hey, it is what the fuck it is. So after that's done, you're gonna use a white base. I try to use the Mitchell again. I'm not fucking with it again, so I'm gonna have to use another more creamier base on the inner corner. So give me one moment. Okay, now that you got your white, and you know what, I should have definitely used this white base. I used the Sephora one, and it's the matte waterproof one. I should use that first instead of the ColourPop one, because on this eye I try to use the ColourPop Punch Matte underneath here. No, it's not working. So I'm gonna go back, open your palette, Plane of Existence, because I want that contrast. Like, yeah, pink goes so well with blue, but I really want a contrast. So that's what we're gonna do. Wipe off whatever detail brush that you're gonna use. I'm gonna use this one, and I'm gonna use it to dip into Plane of Existence, and we're gonna tap it. I'm literally tapping it in on any parts that's white. Now this is where your detail brush comes in handy, and why I may suggest, you know, of course, having multiple ones of these. I actually do, but I'm not about to go in and look. I need to buy more though. I need to buy more of these. And this is from Blend Bunny, and it's a lighter brush. You're gonna go back in and over some of these details. Like for example, I want some more of this blue. So I'm going back into Supernatural, and yeah, girl. I definitely should have done the liquid, but it's too late now. It's too late. And oh, so nice. First of all, those mats are so vivid. Anyways, I'm gonna have to go back in with some certain Supernatural for certain parts. Alrighty. And then without a primer, because I don't want to mess up my base underneath, I'm gonna first go in with Upside Down, layer it with Mirror Mirage and Astral Projection, just a little bit. Just like a little, like one tap maybe into like Upside Down. And it's actually more smooth, you know, like literally, and then just tap, because I don't want much. And I'm literally tapping it like right here, okay? Just so y'all can see what the hell I'm talking about. And I'm kind of keeping it close to like down here. Then Mirror Mirage, because it's a holochrome and it's flaky and stuff, so that's going to be like the majority of the shimmers on here. And I'm kind of tapping some off and like literally overlap, tap, 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 tap it, tap. So pretty, so pretty. And I got too much on my finger. And then with another finger, you're going to go into Astral Projection. I must say, I made a mistake because I did film out of order. I filmed the last look the last time. But ignore what I said in the last film. There's 3 shades I like: Vecna, Parallel Dimension, and Astral Projection. And then, oh, look at it. And then you're going to go all over. Oh my God, dear God. I want to put some more here. But Astral Projection, and you're going to keep it on the center. That's it. That is all. You're going to put your liner on if you want to. I don't want to. And I'm going to put your lashes on. Oh, and I got a new mascara that I want to try. Hold on. Y'all, I don't know what is going on. Listen, the lashes ain't working today. Just know, I really like the mascara. I got, what is it? Right now on my lips, I got the DD Signature Liner in the shade Espresso and the MAC Alone Time on my lip. That's the new item in my collection for the MAC liner. And this is also new in my collection. And this is the Panorama Voluminous All Night Black Mascara from L'Oreal. And this is apparently a washable 24-hour mascara. Basically a tubing mascara. But I heard from the podcast I was listening to, I'm going to show it right here, that apparently that the other formula that's in the gold packaging, because this is black and gold, the other one is just fully gold, that one was like already long lasting enough, like a tubing mascara. So it's like, I guess it's their way to like kind of, you know, get around it and stuff. But like apparently, because here's the thing, I don't really care for extreme black mascara, but I do want like either soft black or like brown black mascara. I don't mind those, because whatever, you know. However, I might go back. This is $15.99 at Ulta. I don't know if you can find it cheaper elsewhere, but I might come back if I like this enough, or just keep this one for as long as I possibly can, you know, let's save money. But if hopefully, because you know, L'Oreal and they always want to, oh my gosh. But I like, so far, if it is a tubing mascara, I like this better than the e.l.f. and better than that $20 one that I spent at Sephora. Okay, let's get into the looky. I like this eye better than this eye. This, like, I always do my eye on this eye first, just to see how it is. And y'all, what y'all think? What y'all think? It's not as exact, but it's close enough. Close enough. Let's turn down the exposure a little bit, because I gotta go, baby. Oh! Look at the shimmer. Look at the hollow. Dear God, I like layering stuff together. Oh my God. You see that blue from Astral? Those 2 blue hollows, I feel like are like good together. But you see like just a hint of Astral Projection there. Oh my God. And one thing about the mascara wand is that it's not clumpy. Like it actually separates my curly ass lashes. I'm like, oh, and it sets nice. That when I went back with a second layer, because like the, you know, lashes wasn't doing it for me today, I'm just like, okay. Oh, I forgot to put on highlighter. Give me a moment. Okay, I got the highlighter on. I technically got 2 highlighters on, but the main focus is Lavender Love on top of grape soda. Oh, yeah. Oh, this eats. Let's see how it is with the flash. Okay. A little bit with the flash. on, and well, you'll see. It's so nice though. Oh, and you see that little blend? That's why it helps with that purple blend. Oh my god. But there's certain details about each eye that I like better than the other, to be honest with you. Even though it's the same look, I'm just saying. Anyways, y'all, I got to go. Bye-bye. I'll insert some pictures, of course. Duh. Take a moment. Goodbye. So, today, we will be doing a makeup look, definitely inspired by Tony Muse, using, of course, the Dreamscape palette. Okay, so... and she does such a good job. I don't know if I'm going to go back out today. So far, we've used every single shade except for the orange and this matte shade right here. Literally. And when it comes for the shimmers that we hadn't used yet is this Mirror Image, Dark Matter, Upside Down, and Shadow Universe. Today I'm going to be using these two, and maybe I might incorporate some other shades too. But for now, this is what we're going to be playing with. A little bit of every color, I should say. So let's have fun. We are back. I kind of perked my stuff that I kind of want to use. I think I'm using my Mitchell palette. I put it all the colors in this thing that you can get on Amazon. The shades that I put out just in case is Coral Moral. What is it? Sorry, Blue Jam, and sorry, let me get this thing out. Sunnyside, because I'm not sure. I put it on a little palette, you know, just in case, so we can have some fun. Okay. Yeah, so let's get started. We're gonna have to start with, hold on both sides, obviously, and of course start with a white base because I do want this to like be bright, and of course make sure any lines are like patted out. So I want to go in with the shade Void. I'm gonna like start at the bottom, kind of going into the blush, and on both sides. Okay, and I think for that I'm going to be using, you know what, let's go with something like this. You know, it's kind of small compared to the bigger one that I was about to use. It's the LO6 from Glen Bunny. So I'm gonna just do one tap, actually a few taps, and literally, how should you do it? Kind of diagonal, but like not all the way up, like right here. Okay. Again, shade Void, diagonal, kind of going into a curve, like a nice little thing right here. Because on the outer edges, we're gonna use something else. So. Okay. I'm gonna use a fluffy brush a little bit over here, and I think on the outer edges I kind of want to use the shade Decay, just a little bit, like right here, and blend like right on top of the outer edges. It's not as bright as I want it to be because it is a kind of grayish purple. So what I'm going to do is kind of mix Supernatural and Decay a little bit and do that on the outer parts because I'm not feeling this one. Oh, much better. Okay, much better. Because I want a hint of blue, like right on top of Decay. I want a hint of blue like peeking out. So literally right there. That's where I want it to be. So going into mostly Supernatural on top of Decay. And yeah, I just want some more of that blue peeking out. So this is the part where I'm gonna go into my Mama Mitchell base, and mostly in the inner corners I'm gonna tap into that coral shade that I've been eyeing and try to, Jesus, I'm not gonna lie, I did kind of spray it because it was looking dry myself because I didn't have the silicone. See, I don't know if it's all of them, but that palette that I put it in, the silicone, like it expands, so I would have to leave it out to like dry, air dry and stuff, so it can like shrink. I don't know if it's like that for everything, but at least for here, that's how it was. So it's not really working out the way I want it to. Hold up, trying to get this thing in my dang on base down. Like, I mean, it's warming up a little bit. I feel like it's too dry out. I'm scared. Now, it's always been like a more drier formula, like more cakey, like a paint, like acrylic paint. But child, I'm having some difficulty trying to get this thing up there. Come on now. This might take a while, so just use this base on both lids. Okay, I'm gonna pause because like it's taking forever, and I feel like this video is getting longer than what needs to be. My God, I'm struggling to get this thing on here. Come on, give me one. I'm not a happy camper. This is the best I can get it. It's so dry. Maybe if I wet it a little bit with a spray, but I already sprayed it before I put it on the palette. Child, I don't know if I should get another one, because if that's how it's gonna be the whole time, I might as well have to. Yikes. That was keep it in original stuff. I still have some left in like the original packaging, so maybe next time I'll just go with the original packaging instead of putting in this, because I was just trying to condense, you know, my space. Like, I'm not feeling it. It's so dry. I need to go on TikTok to figure it out, because like I know TikTok got the answer to everything. But after that, we're just gonna have to put Psychokinetic all over the lid for the most part, because I want. And then like in between, blending it into that dark purple shade. So we're just gonna have to go on top. And it's fine if you kind of go all over. Child. See, right there. And I'm taking a bigger, fluffier brushes. This is the blending brush 217 from Just Up. I love Just Up brushes more than Morphe, to be honest with you. And yeah, technically they both be drop shipping and stuff, because I think on the AliExpress website I seen, at least from the store, that you could get it from wholesale. Don't quote me on it. They probably took it off since the tariff and stuff, but I'm just saying. And I'm just gonna, with the edges, kind of buff it into that blue. Sorry. I know, it looks crazy for now. And then I'm going to go into the shade Portal real quick. Probably with the same brush, to be honest with you. And let's see. Just a little tiny bit on the outer edge. Like, right where it meets. Oh, yeah. I'm putting that down. It's like, oof. It looks so good. Just that little purple just turned it up. But I do want... So I'll put that Portal shade as like a base for now. But I do want to go back in with another purple shade, to be honest with you. Like, see what I mean? And then I think at the very bottom, like kind of like closer to like the lash line, I'm gonna go in with, should I go with Prison World? You know what, let's go with Prison World just to see. And like kind of at the bottom, like right here, because I want it to be like more purpley at the bottom. Okay, cool. I think we're done with the mattes a little bit. You know what? Nah, I want some more. Oh yeah, there's some purple over here. So should I use the tip of this? I mean, I guess I could just a little bit. Nah, I'm gonna go back in with this shade Prison World, kind of mix in with Portal, because it does have a nice little mix going on, and in the corner too. Like kind of, is it all the way out? Yeah, it's kind of all the way up. Let's do that, like just a little bit more. See, just a little bit. We got the kind of base out the way, we'll go into some of our stuff. Hopefully you guys have a better time than me, but I'm trying to warm this thing up on this palette. It's so damn child. You probably would have an easier time than me, but I'm gonna put some of that orange right here because I want more. Ugh, I'm not having fun with this base. What the heck? Why is it so dried out? I sprayed it down before I even did that shit. Okay, let me think of something. Child, we gotta save this look because my base is not cooperating the way I personally want it to. I mean, a little, but it's not popping up how it was. I haven't used the Mitchell bases in like a few months, so. What the fuck? I'm getting frustrated. At this point, I might as well just go back to Danessa Marks. Because what the hell? You know what? Are we working out? Let's move on. Let's move on to like a different brush. Hold on. Because I gotta get them swirls in. Let's see. Works better with a lighter brush. But that's what I'm doing. Like, okay, so. We got some here. Wish me luck. And we're gonna do some curves as soon as you get the cat fur off your hair. What the hell? I'm not having a good time with these bases. You guys, I'm not having a good time with these bases, y'all. I mean, it's time to bring out the Danessa. I'm sorry. No. Alright, so obviously Mitchell was a fail for now. I'm gonna figure it out on TikTok to see how I can. Better yet, I warmed it up. I sprayed it down a little bit to try to rehydrate it or something. It's not working out with Mitchell right now. So for now, I'm using these two Sephora stuff. These are the shadow stick. These are the waterproof one. This blue one right here. Which one is this? Baby Blue Matte. And this one is White Matte. Duh. So, and the numbers for this, hold on, is 21. The white one is 0. So we're gonna have to do that. And it already comes in a point, so it makes it easier for me. Okay, for someone like me. And oh, much better. Are you kidding me? I should have started out with this in the first place. And I'm just gonna, of course, blend. And it's really creamy, you know. I need to shave my face again, you know. But we're just gonna get them swirls in. You don't have to do it exactly like her, but you know, get them swirls in. It'll make the wave a little bit bigger because I want it to semi-connect over here. And let me do the same shit over here. Hold on. I'm gonna do a little bit here. You know what? Maybe I want to do some more like, more like here. And then let me like quickly try to blend that in. Okay, let's kind of, because these do dry down matte, so I'm trying to work quickly with these and kind of fade that shit in, and then use whatever stuff I got, like right along the edges. See, kind of like a bubble, you know. Whoosh, girl, my palette wop. Let me tell you something. After you do your little swirls with whatever tools that you want, you could use About Face, Danessa Marks, maybe even Made by Metro if it works for you. Right now, still not working for me even after editing this. But after you fade in your swirls, you're gonna go back in with certain mattes, shades that you already used on your eye to kind of outline some of those swirls so that way it's more pronounced. And that's when you're gonna use certain matte shades to blend in certain colors so that way it kind of fades into the face naturally. And you're gonna do that before you put in some shimmer, okay? Anyways, just have fun with your face. I think that's it for the mattes. Now for the shimmer, the fun bits. Should I use something like this? I'm gonna try using this brush to get Inception. Ooh, a whole bit don't fell out, so maybe not. I just want a little something something over here. And this product is pretty emollient because I see it moving in the pan. So hold on, let me go. It's kind of, because it's kind of in the bullet already, so I'm just gonna shoot. Same thing over here. Oh, it's so pretty. You can definitely see where I'm digging my brush in. So yeah, be careful. And this is with no primer. Again, no primer. At this point, I'm just raw dogging it. And I kind of wish this was more pointed, but I think that's it for Inception. Now, what I really wanted to play with, Parallel Dimension. That's going to be on the center lid. That's going to go over the majority of the lid because it has purple, it has a pink. Now, I don't know if I should use an eye primer because I don't want to mess up my base underneath. So, you know what? We're not going to use an eye primer. We're just going to go in with like a silicone tool and we're going to duke it out. I'm using this kind of silicone tool. Wish me luck. I did not spray. It's coming off of it just fine. So, you know what? We're just going to, oh, dear God. We're just going to spray it right here and spread it out. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Dear God. I'm going to kind of, like right there. I'm going to stop like right there. Because, dear God. And kind of just tap on the outer bits, like right here. I already knew that. I feel like this is what made me buy the palette. This shade right here. I'm going to be honest with you. Like, oh, it's so pretty. And you know what? Oh my God. That fiery orange on top of that pink base. Oh yeah. Just eats. This eats. If you can find a dupe for a Parallel Dimension, y'all let me know because I want to buy it again in case I run out. And I'm just going to slowly tap into the inner corner just a little bit because I still have that little curvature I want to see. And, yo, this is crazy area. Y'all not feeling it. Y'all not seeing it. Let me put on my highlight and my lip. And then, again, I'm using the Lavender Lover as my highlight. Bro. Let me put on my lashes and that'll be it. All right, y'all. I'm done. Got the same exact lashes on. Okay, like, oh, my God. I always get my lashes from AliExpress. I buy it in bulk. So, what y'all think, y'all? We're going to have to turn it down. Bro, this is so nice. The lip combo. I use the same lip liners as the last time. Juvia's Place Coprio. And, of course, Blend Bunny's lip liner with Danny Darkowitz, the 89 Fine liner. Let me tell you something. I'm embarrassed because I accidentally sharpened this. Even though, like, because I saw on the end it had a sharpener. I was like, okay, but it's not, like, coming out. I forgot. It's retractable. So, the sharpener on the end is to sharpen the material inside, not like the whole thing. Bro, my dumb ass. I'm embarrassed, but at least I know which one I use first. I need to tuck this in or like spray down my hair because some parts are like sticking out, bro. And I did use a little bit of the highlighter in the center, a little bit here, a little bit there, bro. You see how that? Let's turn down the exposure a bit. Yo, stop, bro. I know you see it, right? I know you see it. Hold up. Let me get my flashlight real quick. Okay, I'm currently in the living room. Let's change the lighting a little bit. And, oh, yo, this is so... My lips look so juicy. I'm so obsessed with this lip combo. Okay, let's really look at it. Oh, my God. This shade right here, that shimmer, is going to be everybody's favorite shade out of the palette. I can feel it. Honestly, I have two favorite ones. That super dark purple leading into red shift. That blood red shift, and this. Vecna and Parallel, oh my God, what is it? Parallel Universe? Child. These two shimmers got me. And of course, you got a little peek of that, interception right there. But oh my God, you can even see the glow from here. And I did use a little bit of the highlighter on the center, my nose. You can see it peeking through here a little bit. But dear God, like it looks so good. Anyways, y'all, what y'all think? I look good. I look so good. I'm so excited. I'm gonna call my sister till she's awake. And yeah, that's it. as usual, Bella Beaute bar, like, they are so good. This is the third and final look. I'm gonna have to film the second look on a different day because tomorrow's my birthday and I have something else planned for tomorrow. But oh my god, my acne is coming through though. But yo, this lip combo, I never get tired. Oh my god, I just love it. I love it so much. And and the lippy is Tutti Frutti from Juvia's Place. I forgot to say that. Y'all, goodbye. The palette is so good, and hopefully they bring back Ocean Jewel so I can get that too, because that's what I want. That's what I want, child. Oh my god, I really, really want that palette. I feel like these two will be my favorite palettes from them. Next to, like, I feel like I have to do a ranking one time, like, at least. I have to get my hands on that Ocean Jewel palette. I have to. Okay, and then I can do my ranking. But for now, oh, this is lit. Bye bye for now.